Good morning, YouTube. I am back. This video I want to make about, it's pretty much going to be about anger in trucking. The reason why I came up with, I just woke up, y'all, so excuse me. The reason why I came up with this topic, because when you get into trucking, you're going to have a lot of frustrating moments, and sometimes you're going to have a lot of angry moments. And those moments could be mainly dealing with your dispatcher, or maybe dealing with just feeling like sometimes the loads they give you or the situation with the loads are just so unfair. And when I say unfair, like me, for my situation, you know, I've been dealing with the fact that these loads cancel on me sometimes at the last minute, and you don't know if you're going to get paid for it or not. Or when I used to be at Prime, he might give me a load that seems like a company driver should have, to where the load, you know, this load is not paying really nothing, and you giving me these low paying loads back to back. Frustrating, right? I mean, it's like I'm out here for a reason. I'm not out here just for the fun of it. I'm out here to make money. And it's like, you know, sometimes these dispatchers seems like they don't have your best interest when it comes to money. So for everybody that hasn't really came out yet, and you don't really know the frustrations that can really come with, I thought that was a flashlight or something, but you don't know the frustrations that can come with being in this trucking thing. I just have to say the main frustrations is dealing with dispatchers. And even if you get with a company that has load boards, you don't have to deal with dispatchers as much, but you still have to deal with them, to where if you got a crappy dispatcher, it still can make you an angry person. So there's times where some drivers get so mad, they be wanting to go to the terminal and either cuss their dispatcher out or fight on their dispatcher. And it can get so bad with the anger that you might even shoot your dispatcher a message across the Qualcomm or PeopleNet, whatever you have, and say, you know what, I'm sick of dealing with this. Come get this truck. Whether you a company driver, whether you a lease operator, whatever the case, things can get so bad to where you can just say, hey, I don't want to do this no more. I'm ready to quit. I don't care. Come get this truck. Or where can I turn this truck in at, because I done had enough. So for new people that don't understand, it's very exciting. It's a very exciting job, but be prepared for the frustrating moments, because it can come. Anytime you have somebody that's in charge of your money making, you know, the loads, it always can be a disagreement. And sometimes, you know, these dispatchers, they have their favorites. So if you're not doing enough ass kissing, or if you're not doing everything that they want you to do, you know, they can get you back by giving you some loads of like, what is this? Why? This is really just a waste of time, especially if you're a lease operator. When you're a company operator, you got a little bit more leeway to run whatever. But as a lease operator, you know, we're responsible for fuel, we're responsible for tolls, we're responsible for maintenance. So it don't make no sense to run a load that's not going to cover, I guess to say, your cost per day. Like as a lease operator on the we have a cost per day that we need to move this truck for. So if it's not making money to make sense, then why should I take this? But then sometimes it gets to a point that that might be all they have, so you might have to end up taking it because that's all they got. So I guess to say, you know, to try to cut down or avoid as much frustration as you can, do your research. You know, do your research on the company. You know, talk to other drivers to see how they like it at the company. If they like it at the company, then, you know, get more than just one review. Get multiple reviews. You know, do research on the company's website. Actually call the company time and time again. Ask questions on top of questions. Because most likely, who wants to company hop? Because a lot of times, when you get angry in trucking, it gets to where you company hopping. So you want to try to get to a company and plant your roots and stay there for years on end, so that if you ever really have to leave, you got a good resume. Because don't nobody wants to hire somebody that been to 1,000,001 jobs in 1 year. Let's just be more realistic. Say you done been to 5 different trucking companies in 1 year. You look really unreliable. And a lot of times, you know, people might not understand why you went to these different companies. Sometimes people just like company hopping. Sometimes they just so maybe a little, I guess they just don't understand how it makes them look, to where the slightest little thing a company do, they think that the grass is greener on the other side, to want to go to this company, that company, instead of sticking it out. But I've been guilty for getting upset. And I've been guilty for saying, you know what, where can I turn this truck in? I'm sick of this. Y'all come get this truck. I did it with Prime. And I even did it with this. I just did it with this company just yesterday because they canceled the load on me yesterday. And I'm like, golly, I mean, it's like every time you turn around, it's always some BS. Like, come on now. Like, get stuff organized. Like, I truly hate something that's unorganized. I hate it with a passion. If stuff ain't running in an organized manner, I get really frustrated and the anger kind of pops out with me. Like me, I have to get back organized because of, you know, a lot of things that I've been going through. But, you know, it pisses me off. So you have to find a way to do anger management out here, because there's going to be some rough days to where you just going to be just like, man, why am I out here? Why am I with this company? Why am I doing this? I'm ready to go local. You know what? I don't want to truck no more. You're going to have all these thoughts that come through your head because you just getting really sick and tired of just some of the bull crap that can come with trucking. Now, there's a lot of good things in trucking too. Like, you definitely going to, if you run right and you're a hard worker, you're going to make way more money than you ever had working a 9 to 5. You're going to make good money in trucking. So the money part is the upside of it, but what are you willing to do to make the money? So, you know, making that kind of money don't always come easy. You know, some companies make it really easy, but a lot of times you're going to go through some crap just to get paid. But a lot of times you don't. You just kind of got to get your routine down and find a company that fits for you, because every company is not for everybody. Just because Prime might have worked for me, it don't mean it will work for you. Just because USA is working for me don't mean that it'll work for you. Just because Snyder works for people don't mean that it'll work for you. You have to find your niche and what company has what you're looking for. That's why I say you do your research, you ask questions, you know, find out reviews. They got this one thing called glass doors on jobs, and Glassdoor, like, you look up the reviews, let's just say Snyder. You put in reviews for Snyder, and a lot of times the Glassdoor will come up, and Glassdoor is a bunch of people that will post their experience with a company, and they'll post their experience. So that's another way to get other people's opinions without having to actually talk to them is, you know, going on the Glassdoor and seeing what they wrote. Now, don't always listen exactly to what people say, because sometimes, like I said, their experience ain't going to be your experience. So maybe they did something wrong to where they caused the treatment that they're getting. So you got to kind of read enough reviews to see if they're all saying the same thing. Now, if they're all saying the same thing, a lot of times there got to be some truth to it. But if this one person saying this, and then this one person saying that, and this one person saying this, now you got to dig a little deeper to find out what's really going on. What is both sides of the story? So you need to call the company and see if, just listen and see if what they're saying is matching up to what these people are saying. They, okay, well, I don't want to go with that company. But if you go with that company and you ignored all the signs, trust and believe, you been done cuss the dispatch out, you been done cuss probably, you know, the company out, and you been done turned your truck in, and now you here working at another company because you got upset and angry. So, recap, just understand that when you do get into this trucking thing, I mean, for the most part, especially once you get your experience in, it gets a little easier because you know how to do things, you know how to work around things. Hopefully you establish yourself to where you know, you with a company where you home every day now. Like, things get better as you get more years and time under your belt. But as a new person, you best believe there's going to be a lot of angry moments. There's going to be a lot of frustrating moments. There's going to be a lot of moments you're going to be calling home like, man, I'm about to fucking quit. I can't do this shit no more. I'm serious. So, yeah, man. So, all right, y'all. I just woke up, as you see. You know, I hate to show my broad straps and all this stuff. But as I say, I'm keeping it 100. When I get the mood of a topic, record. So, you know, it is what it is. So time is the essence. Let's make better time of it. I'm about to make some better time of it and go get something to eat, take a shower, and get my tail on this road and put these videos together. So let's love each other, not judge each other, because I never judge y'all, and the sister love y'all. So deuces.